There's something about a hug that goes beyond physical touch. It's not just arms wrapped around arms. It's energy, it's presence, it's chemistry, even when neither person speaks a word. And yet, most men completely miss the moment. They see a hug as something casual, routine, or expected. But for a Stoic, for a grounded, high-value man, a hug is never just a hug. It's a test. It's a mirror. It's a silent battlefield where desire dominance and memory collide. Ever notice how some men walk away from a woman's hug and she barely remembers it? And yet others, the rare few say no thing, barely move, and yet that one hug stays in her mind. All day, all week, all month, she thinks about it while brushing her hair. She feels it again in quiet when she lies down at night. She replays it when she's alone. When shouldn't, when she doesn't even understand why she's doing it. That's not magic. That's not game. That's control of presence. And it's something Stoic men truly understand. See, the modern world trains men to talk too much, to text too quickly, to explain everything, to give constant reassurance. But Stoic men master the art of subtle power. And nothing brings that subtle power to life like a hug. Because a woman doesn't want to just feel your body when she hugs you. She wants to feel your soul. She wants to feel that you don't need her talk, but that her touch awakens something in you that you could hold back. Okay? But you don't, because in that moment, you allow her into your world just for a second. And when you do it right, when you use this Stoic secret, she'll feel something she can't shake off. She won't be able to explain it to her friends. She won't even understand it herself. But she wants you around. She wants to be near you again. She'll want more, even if you didn't say a single word. So, in this video, you'll discover how to become that man. The man who doesn't need to talk, but ice and forgettable in silence. The man whose hug lingers in her skin and memory long after the moment ends. The man who uses presence, not pressure, to own the room, touch her soul, and remain on her mind. We're not here to play childish games. We're here to step into the mindset of timeless attraction. The kind that doesn't fade with age, doesn't depend on looks, and doesn't beg for validation. If you're tired of being forgettable, if you're done with being just a nice guy, and if you want to learn how successful men use Stoic awareness to drive women crazy with one simple touch, you're in the right place. Let's begin. You might think a hug is nothing, just a pioplin, bracing something simple, maybe evanescent. But what if I told you you hug a woman could determine whether she thinks about you for the rest of the day or forgets you the moment you walk away? You see, a hug isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's spiritual. It's like in disguise. And most men are completely unequipped to fight it. They think it's about squeezing harder or being gentle or copying what they saw in a romantic movie. But women don't fall for generic energy. They don't remember average. They don't crave soft for the sake of soft. They crave presence. And presence is exactly what a Stoic man brings into a hug. It's not about how long you hold her. It's not about where your arms are. It's not even about saying anything at all. It's about the energy. You radiate in silence, the unshakable calm in your body, the grounded masculinity that says, I don't need this moment, but I own it. Think about it. Every woman has hugged dozens, maybe hundreds of men, coworkers, friends, relatives, boyfriends, guys she never spoke to again. But ask her this, how many of those hugs does she still feel? How many left an emotional finger on her mind? You do this right, you won't need pickup lines. You won't need to prove anything. You won't need to chase. 'Cause one hug, done the Stoic way, can imprint your presence on her nervous system. It can stir up questions in her soul. Why did that feel different? Why can't I stop thinking about him? What just happened? That's not magic. That's masculine mastery. And here's the real secret. Most men never learn. A woman doesn't just want to feel affection when she hugs you. She wants to feel your composure. She wants to feel your confidence. She wants to sense without words that you're a man of substance. Man who doesn't flinch. Amon, whose world is full whether she stays or walks away. 'Cause a man that's the kind of man Cher remembers. That's the kind of man Cher plays in her head when she's alone. That's the kind of man even if nothing happened yet. Stoic men know this. They don't hug to take, they hug to transmit. They use stillness, eye contact, silence, and pressure to send one message. I am here. I see you. I don't chase because I don't need to. And that alone changes everything. So in today's video, I'll show you exactly how successful high-value men turn a simple hug into armament that burns into her memory. You'll learn how to create tension without being aggressive, how to radio tech them without being cold, how to hold her without ever holding on. You'll discover the difference between a boy who hugs for validation and a man who hugs to make her feel safe, seen, and shaken to her core. We're going deep. No manipulation, no fake tricks, just raw, grounded psychology rooted in stoic masculinity that rewires how she sees you after just tone touch. If you're tired of being the guy who gets ignored, the guy she sees is sweet but forgettable, the guy who doesn't stay on her mind after she walks away, then this is for you. Let's divine 1. Lead with stillness, no dejourness. Most men rush into a hug. They lean in too fast. They smile too wide. They give too much of themselves too early, desperate to be liked. But a stoic man doesn't rush. It's grounded. He moves with precision, not panic. When a woman opens her arms for a hug, he doesn't jump into it. He enters the moment like he's stepping into a sacred space. Why? Because a stoic man understands that the real power isn't in the hug itself. It's in the presence he brings into that space. Before your arms even touch her, your energy speaks. Your posture speaks. Your facial expression speaks. Are you calm? Are you balanced? Are you centered? When you approach slow with steady eye contact, she feels that. When you're not rushing to impress her, she starts to lean in. Emotionally, she wonders, why is he so calm? Why isn't he overly excited like other guys? Who is he? And just like that, you're already on her mind. Stoic tip before you hug her. Take a breath. Make your posture upright but relaxed. Hold eye contact for 1 extra second. Let her feel the weight of your presence bear. The touch even happens. You're a net chasing her into a hug. You're allowing her into your space. 2. Embrace her with intention, note insecurity. A boy hugs because he wants something. Approval, validation, closeness. A man hugs because he has a man to give. Presence, peace, safety. When you finally make contact, don't grip her like you're afraid she'll isope her. Don't squeeze like you're trying to impress her with your strength. And definitely don't go limp like a man with no energy or purpose. You want to be firm, not forceful, warm, not needy. Present, not passive. The goal of a stoic hug isn't to convince her you're a good guy. It's to transfer your calm, confident energy into urbity. She should feel the safety in your arms, but also the mystery in your silence. And here's what most men miss. A powerful hug doesn't come from tension. It comes from control. Not control over her, but over yourself. A woman knows when a man is insecure. She feels when he needs her affection to feel whole. But when a man hugs her with emotional independence, she melts back as he's giving, not grasping. He's stable, not shaking. And that difference, it lands in her. Bones 3. Use the power of the pause. When most men hug, it's over in 2 seconds. They pull back quickly. They make a joke. They kill the tension. But stoic men know the pause is the power. When you hold her just 1 or 2 seconds longer than the average man, You create a psychological disruption. She expects Sue to let go immediately, but you don't. You pause. You let silence speak. And in that silence, she starts to feel some need deeper. Her heartbeat slows. Her breathing softens. She becomes aware of your presence in a way most men never let her feel. It's not a Buddhaverse. It's about owning the moment with stillness. Here's how to do it like a pro. After you embrace her, whether it's a hello hug or a goodbye, stay in that space for 1 or 2 seconds. Don't talk, don't look around, don't act awkward. Just be still. Let her feel the heartbeat of a man who's not rushing to escape his own vulnerability. That pause become fatal, for let your hand speak what your words cannot. Separates a hug that fades from memory from one that she replays in her mind at 2 a.m. It's in your touch. But not in a sexual way. Not in a grabby way, in a stoic, composed way. Let your hands rest just firmly enough on her lower back. Not grabbing, note pulling, just holding space. If it's a longer hug and appropriate for the relationship, your other hand can gently press against the back of her shoulder at the top of her back. Again, not with pressure, but with presence. This is key. Women remember how your touch made them feel. If it was anxious, nervous, twitchy, or inappropriate, they'll pull away emotionally. If it was confident, calm, masculine, and intentional, they'll crave more of it, even if they'd know why. She replay the moment. She'll remember how safe she felt. She wonder why your touch Madai feels seen in a way she hadn't experienced before. 5. Master. They'll at least leave her wanting more. The way you end the hug is just as important, Asho. You begin it. Don't release her with a shrug. Don't joke to kill the emotional weight and never look away. Orish to change the subject. End the hug with presence. Ease out of it. Let your hand be the last thing to leave her body. Slowly, gently, like you're allowing the connection to settle in her soul, and then hold eye contact for just a moment. Let your eyes say what your myth doesn't need to. I see you. I appreciate this moment. I don't need anything from you, but I value your presence. That single look can be more intimate than anything physical. And when you finally speak, don't say much. Just something light, grounded, and simple. Then walk away with calm confidence, like a man who doesn't just see the moment, 'cause he is the moment. That's when you become unforgettable. That's when she starts wondering, what was that? That's when she thinks about you all night because your energy lingered long after your body left. This is subtle but powerful. If she goes in for a gentle hug, don't overwhelm her. Match her softness, then add just a little more strength. She hugs tight, return it with steady compass addressure, but don't overdo it. Stoic man mirrors energy with leadership. He doesn't overpower. He doesn't withdraw. He balances while maintaining control off vibe. This ability to stay attuned while still grounded in your unmasculine frame is what makes a woman feel magnetically drawn to you. Even after something as simple as a hug. Listen, now that you know what to do, then next time she wraps her arms around. You don't just file this away and forget it, because that moment, that hug, it's not just physical. It's a psychological. It's your opportunity to imprint yourself in her mind in a way thought few men ever do. The average man feels the hug and moves on. The stoic, successful man transfers presence. He doesn't chase. He leaves an impression. So strong she finds herself thinking about him even hours later. Wondering what it is about him that lingers like a scent she can't place. If this resonates with you, if something inside you clicked tonight, then don't stop here. Subscribe too, because what we'll do here isn't for the masses. It's not gimmicks. It's not games. Sentient masculine wisdom for modern power. We dive into female psychology, stoic mastery, and social power. And we'll do it in a way that separates men woke to be remembered from those who cannot be forgotten. So, if you're tired off the noise, if you're ready to become unforgettable, and hit that subscribe button, Turn on all notifications and join the Brotherhood of Men Who Rise. Drop a comment with your thoughts or a themament. You realized your presence affected her more than she let on. Undreamumber this. You don't need to say mock to be felt deeply. Sometimes a single moment done right speaks louder than 1,000 words. Stay sharp, stay grounded, stay stoic.